you doing there, boy?
Beat.
Well, you should be. You worked hard. Thanks a lot. I appreciate you helping me out there.
It was fun.
Yeah, well, that was work. Now I'm going to show you some real fun.
What do you mean?
We're going to go out, we're going to party, we're going to tear the town apart and spread some of that bread we just done. Why not?
I just called my parents and told them I'd be home soon.
Well, that's no problem. We won't be long.
I don't know, Blackie.
Come on, you worked hard. You deserve some time off.
Where will we go?
Just the place. Follow me.
Well, maybe I ought to call my parents and tell them where I'll be.
Your parents aren't going to want to know where we're going to be. Come on. Show you the time of your life.
Who would have believed that 2 days ago I would be here celebrating my hour in court?
Especially not sitting across from me.
I tell you, I still can't believe it.
They got exactly what they deserved.
Did you see the look on Susan's face when the judge handed down his verdict?
That was nothing. No, everything became worthwhile just to watch that smug expression be wiped off Scotty's face.
I've got to tell you, you're responsible for all of that and more.
Well, I couldn't let the shyster get away with it.
For whatever your reasons, I am truly grateful, and I appreciate it. I mean, that tour de force of yours on the stand was breathtaking. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be able to afford this meal.
Oh, does that mean you're treating?
No. Yes. It's the least I can do to repay you.
Oh, don't you worry. Because I can think of lots of ways you can show your gratitude.
Well, thank you. Anything at all. Anything.
Excuse me, Dr. Quartermain.
Yes.
Yes?
There's a call for you.
I'm not here.
Alan, look, it might be the hospital.
It's Susan.
I'm definitely not here.
Now, I think you're going to want to talk to her.
What possible reason could I have to speak to her?
Your son is sick.
See you tomorrow.
Thought that guy was going to stack boxes all night.
We were nearly caught. I'm really scared.
Yeah, well, I don't see why. We've just been chased around all afternoon by 2 maniacs trying to murder us.
What are we going to do now?
Improvise.
That'll be a nice change.
You're gonna love this.
Oh, Luke!
Hold on. I'm gonna have to go for reinforcements.
Well, where are you going?
With Corso and your old boyfriend teamed up together, I don't like the odds. I never did like 2 against 1.
You are coming back.
Sure. As soon as I reach Robert.
How long are you going to be gone?
Just as long as it takes, baby. Just as long as it takes.
You don't understand, Alan. You have to.
Calm down now, Susan. What's the problem?
You.
How much have you had to drink?
When I'm alone, I drink. Now, our baby's sick. Don't you even care?
Yes, of course I do, Susan. Now, will you please just try to tell me what the problem is?
He's hot. He's so hot. I can't do anything.
Well, what you could do is stop drinking.
I can't.
Oh, God, what's happened to you, Susan?
You ought to know it's all your fault.
Susan,
Alan,
please.
help our baby. Please come and help him.
Oh, damn. Waiter, will you give me my check, please? I gotta get out of here. I gotta go over there.
With the dear little Jason?
I don't know what's wrong with him, but I mean, she didn't give me specifics. There's some kind of problem over there. I couldn't even understand her. Her mouth sounds like it's stuffed full of rocks.
Liberally dosed with scotch, no doubt.
Look, thank you. I've got to go over there.
Come on. Why doesn't Susan just call a pediatrician?
Because I don't think she could find the number, that's why.
Well, she found the number of this place.
What do you want me to do?
It's not your responsibility.
He's my son.
You don't need to remind me of that.
I am not going to have that baby living with a drunk.
Oh, well, how do you know, Ellen? How do you know it isn't just a trap? Some ploy that she's conjured up just to get you over there.
Regardless, I have no choice.
Alan, I have no intention of dedicating my life to saving you from Susan Moore.
Listen to me. Jason needs my help.
Then you call a pediatrician.
I am his father, and I'm a doctor. Why should I pass on my problem to somebody else?
Susan did.
I am not that kind of a parent.
Then tell me something. What kind of husband are you?
I don't believe how heartless you can be, Monica. He is my responsibility. You can just switch your feelings off just like that? Well, I can't.
And then I rolled the screamer. It's awesome, man. Totally. You did not.
Excuse me, kid.
Hold on a second. Wait your turn, mister.
Here, look, you're old enough to get your own phone. Go buy one, will you?
I'll call you right back. What's the hurry?
Well, I want to get back to that thing that makes you upchuck. You know that?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
All right, I'm coming. Hey, I'm not here.
Benny, it's me.
Of course it is.
Now, don't hang up, man. It's Luke.
You crook.
It's good to talk to you, too, pal.
Hey, I do not associate with criminal elements, huh?
Give me a break. Look, I need your help. I want you to find Scorpio for me.
If you'd have gotten him that dog tag like I told you, huh, he wouldn't be lost.
I need him, Benny.
Yeah, well, why don't you do it yourself?
Well, come on, man. I haven't exactly got running the house right now, you know?
Hey, I heard you're a real celebrity, huh?
Listen, tell Scorpio to come to the amphitheater at Mystery Mountain.
Mystery Mountain. Hey, that's the amusement park where you played hide-and-go-seek with the cops, right?
Same place.
Criminal returns to the scene of the crime. Da-da. I like it.
Da-da, well, I figured you'd approve.
Yeah, hey, it was all over the papers. Hey, what do you want to go back there for? A strategy or something?
No, man, I'm a sucker for the rides. They're totally awesome.
Oh, yeah. Hey, me too. Ever ride the Screamer?
Listen, Benny, this is very important. I'm in a spot. Now, make sure that you tell Robert and no one else. Noon tomorrow.
No problem. Hey, it's only a phone call, right?
No, wrong. Wrong. You got to do it in person.
Oh, well, now that's different.
It's the only way, Benny.
Yeah? Phone's tapped?
You got it.
Hey, you're treading in dangerous waters.
Yes, and you're my lifeline, pal. Remember, the amphitheater at Mystery Mountain.
Yeah, well,
No phone calls, okay?
only for you.
I need you on this, Ben.
Hey, save the hearts and flowers for your girlfriend, huh? I hear she's gonna need it.
I owe you one.
Yeah, well, you owe me more than that. Hey, but the cards, they love me tonight.
Ah, listen, man, gambling's illegal.
Hey, you should talk.
I'm trying to save you from a life of crime, old boy.
Yeah, but it beats poverty.
Thanks, pal.
Yeah, stop it, huh? You're gonna make me cry. Okay, gents. Casino's closing early tonight, huh?
Okay, English, you're on.
I hope that little phone call didn't disturb you.
Why should it?
Well, I couldn't help noticing.
Couldn't help or couldn't stop, Heather.
Monica, your personal problems are really none of my business.
Well, of course they are. You created them.
You give me far too much credit.
No, that's never been one of your problems.
I only came over here to find out about poor Jason.
Why? What's in it for you?
I only help Susan because she's part of my family. I really do care about Jason Moore.
You care for Jason and Susan just about as much as I do, Heather. And the only reason that you're at all concerned is to cash in on Scotty's sordid little scheme.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop it, Heather. The one thing you're not is stupid.
I'm not rich.
Well, then I suggest you try hanging on to your job instead of extorting money from people.
I'd say my job here's fairly secure.
Oh, well, I wouldn't be too sure.
Are you planning on getting me fired, Monica?
It would give me great pleasure.
I don't think so. The manager doesn't care what you say. You think because you're some fat cat, wealthy, oh so perfect Miss Allen Quartermain that you can throw your power around this place?
I think that one phone call from this fat cat would get you out on the streets in 10 minutes, possibly less.
That sounds like blackmail, Monica.
You should know.
You'll be sorry you said that.
Well, I don't think so. And why don't you just take my check? Hurry on, please. I don't really feel like calling the owner tonight.
Your turn. Make a word.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, right. Let's see. Suture.
Well, not quite. Not quite.
No.
That's U-R-E, not O-U-R.
Oh. Well, I've never been a very good speller.
How can you say that when you've beaten me the last 10 games?
Well, maybe you've just gotten better.
You've got something else in your mind.
Oh, Steve, I can't help it.
Honey, I wouldn't worry. He probably decided to stay at the Star a little while longer.
Well, then why didn't he tell us, for heaven's sake? I mean, when Tommy called home, he said he was on his way. I even told him we were playing Scrabble, and he said he wanted to join us.
Then he'll be alone.
What's gotten into him?
Honey, this is so unlike you. Why are you so worried?
Well, I guess I've been worried ever since Tommy came home. Isn't that what mothers are supposed to do?
And fathers are supposed to tell him not to. Look, my guess is that he's working a little extra time there. I mean, with Luke gone and the club in difficulty, and Tiffany and Scorpio spending most of their time looking for Luke.
Oh, Luke has been making it difficult for an awful lot of people, hasn't he?
So you're through tap dancing. The show is over. I want answers, and I want them right now. Corso and your so-called boyfriend. They show up at the roller coaster. Now, what is their relationship? And what is your connection to them? Dan knew something. What was it? It was what he told me, wasn't it? That it was all a swindle. The whole oil deal. It was a lie, wasn't it? The land, the oil, everything. Even you.
This is no lie.
This is cheap. Now, I know most of it, but you've got to tie up the loose ends for me, Holly.
There's only one that matters.
Which is?
I love you.
You don't want to hear that. I want to hear about the oil. It was a swindle, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
I'll tell you.
Well, thank you.
But in my own way.
Listen, baby, I'll take it any way I can get it.
Until now, there's only been really two people that I've ever loved. My father and the woman who raised me, my Scottish nanny. Even while my mother was alive, I was much closer to my nanny. When I was a little girl living in our London house, I used to watch her blending the teas that she would make. She had this wonderful mixture of Darjeeling and Ceylon and jasmine. It was mysterious and it had an unforgettable scent.
Look, darling, look, I really appreciate that you're talking to me, and I want to hear everything, but let's skip ahead, shall we? Let's pass up childhood and the cooking tips.
I have to tell you in my own way.
All right, I'm listening.
Once when she was reading my tea leaves, she always used to do that, but this time it was special. It was when I was staying with my uncle in Victoria, British Columbia. She knew that I was always obeying my father and that I was completely loyal to my family. And yet, even though they had always come first, she said that I would meet somebody who would change all that. It would be in a foreign country on top of a beautiful mountain.
Hey, now, wait a minute. Look, if this is another bluff, I swear to you, I will kill you.
It's true.
I'm not so sure, baby. I mean, I ask you to tell me about the oil scam. You give me Snow White meets the Frog Prince.
Don't make fun of me, Luke. This is hard enough as it is. See, Nanny was right. You have changed my loyalties. But our meeting was no accident. It was all set up.
Go on.
It was no coincidence that you found me swimming in that lake that morning. Everything on that mountain was arranged before we even met.
Everything.
Not everything. Some things can't be faked. Anyway, meeting you was the beginning of an elaborate scheme designed to make a lot of money with very little effort or risk, so we thought. We planned to extort millions of dollars from the people of Port Charles.
In other words, you were going to take anybody that would invest.
Yes. The oil strike was a phony look, as you knew. There never has been and there never will be any oil. It was a lie. And I was the one assigned the job of making you believe that it was true. I was told to do whatever it took to convince you.
You did good work, English.
I hated it.
Go on, I want to hear all of it. All of it.
When I'm in my legs' pantyhose, nothing beats the way I feel about me.
It's all my fault.
Oh, God. How's the baby?
You know, we wouldn't be in this mess if it wasn't for you.
Yeah, okay, fine. Listen, just try and make sense long enough just to tell me how Jason is.
He's
all right?
asleep. He's as hard to calm down as you are sometimes.
Monica was right, I can't...
Monica! If it hadn't been for Monica, none of this would have happened.
Okay.
You know, she didn't even want you.
This whole thing was a ruse just to get me over here, wasn't it?
No, it was not. He's sick, Alan. He has a temperature. Go up and see.
All right, I'm going to go up and see, Susan. You think you can stay away from the bottle long enough while I do that?
No.
One.
No, I don't.
Oh.
You woke him up.
I didn't wake him up. He was already awake. He does have a little bit of a temperature.
I told you he did.
It's not really surprising that he would have a temperature. I mean, he's sleeping in dirty diapers. The room is like a pig pen. I can't believe it. The crib's falling apart. I mean, you're disgusting. The place is going to hell, and you're drinking yourself stupid.
Not yet, but I'm pretty close.
God almighty, what's happened to you?
What difference does it make? You don't care anymore. Why should I?
Because you're his mother, and you're the head of this household, and you're responsible. It's disgusting. I don't know how in God's name I could have ever been attracted to you.
I need a drink.
For God's sake, Susan, will you pull yourself together?
No.
Oh, Lord in heaven. It's all right. It's going to be all right.
I don't believe this.
I'm just trying to round everybody up. Amy's in her room and Mike's asleep. Blackie's not in. I just wondered if maybe he and Tommy were somewhere.
I was just thinking of calling you. Audrey's worried about Tommy. He went to the Star tonight to help Blackie park cars, but he's not home yet either.
Well, they're probably together.
Well, Tommy called some time ago to say that he'd be right home.
Steve, I'll try the Star and I'll get right back to you.
I already did. One of the waiters said that he ran into the boys as they were leaving. He thought they were going someplace called the Bucket. That's all he said. Do you know it? Maybe somewhere Blackie likes to go?
Bucket?
That's right.
Oh, great.
Rick?
Yeah, that's the bucket of blood.
I don't know the place.
Well, you wouldn't. Look, don't alarm Audrey, but I want to be right over. I'll pick you up.
Why?
I think it would be best if we both went down there, Steve. It's not the sort of place you want to walk into by yourself.
Okay, I'll be waiting.
All right, I'm on my way. Bye.
All right, let's hear more about this family of yours.
It's a very large family, filled with cousins and distant relatives, nearly all of whom are con artists. The family has been in that business for years, as long as I can remember. They're very particular about who they con.
Why Port Charles? Why me?
Port Charles would never get the kind of notoriety that New York City or Chicago would. You were picked as the prime mark because you're a public figure. You're well known and trusted. You would be the best person to be able to persuade people to invest.
All right, get on with it. Who arranged for the sale of the land?
My cousin, Oliver Durbin. The man who showed up at Van Gelder's and then at Harper's. The one who was trying to kill you, my old boyfriend.
Dolly, how could you go on and on with this deception?
Don't.
How did your family acquire the land in the first place?
We bought it at an auction, and then after you'd been picked as the target, Oliver transferred the deed to my father.
Oh, well, that dovetails perfectly your story, doesn't it? Except, of course, your father is dead.
No, he's not.
Of course he isn't.
You remember all those phone calls that I was making, and every time I disappeared, the one to Port Charles? That was to my father.
So your sick friend was really your father?
Yeah, and he really is sick. I'm worried about him.
Well, where have you stashed him? I'd like to meet him.
You already have.
I have?
He lives in the Harbor Towers apartment.
That's where Basil Corso lives.
Yeah, he's my cousin, Basil Durbin. And the man who says he's his brother?
Charles Corso.
His real name is Charles Sutton.
Daddy.
General Hospital will continue.
That's all right. There you go. He had a slight temperature, but he's fine now.
I knew that.
He sure could use a bath.
So could his mother.
Oh, Monica the chambermaid. How nice. Would you draw me one, please?
Only if you promise to keep your head under the water until I say you can come up.
But then I wouldn't hear what you said.
Don't worry, because I won't say anything.
Oh.
Wonderful. Wonderful. What a mess.
You didn't always think so?
I don't know how I ever could have been attracted to her. I really don't.
Well, she didn't always look quite this bad.
Well, what are we going to do with her?
You are going to clean her up and get herself pulled together.
Wonderful. And what about him? What am I going to do here?
Give him to me. Come on.
Go on. Go ahead.
I am going to clean him up and get him pulled together.
Oh, gosh, it's another glamorous night on the town for the Quartermains.
Yes, we do have fun, don't we?
Gosh, we got ourselves into fixes.
No. You got yourself into one. I'm just along for the ride.
Yeah. So is she. Come on, lady.
Do be careful. Wouldn't want to drop it.
She wouldn't know if I dropped her anyway.
Well, in that case, no.
No.
How did you plan to get away with the money?
I was supposed to write a check, emptying the corporate account, and then take the cash and disappear.
$2.5 million. That's an awful lot to slip into your pocket, Holly.
We had worked out a way to move it.
Of course. What's the matter with me? I keep forgetting I'm dealing with experts.
Look, I'm trying to be honest with you.
Well, I don't trust you. It's no wonder you were in such a panic to get me to move the money from the escrow account into the corporate account. It's the only way you could get your hands on it.
I was praying that you wouldn't, but my family were pressuring me, and I just felt like I was being split into two.
Well, you weren't split into two. You hold up very well under pressure.
You were one of the hardest men to con my family have ever encountered.
Thank you so much.
All right, let's hear about Van Gelder and Harper.
My family hired a phony Van Gelder to report that there was oil on the land. Then they bribed Harper to verify it once I had let Basil know which geologist you had chosen.
So Harper was real. He was just corrupted.
Yes. The foreman was in on it, too. And the salt water and the oil were all being pumped in from tanks hidden from view.
Just like Fantasyland, you are experts at conning people, aren't you?
Luke, I wanted out almost before it began.
What? Because of me, I suppose?
Yes. And me. Something happened. It changed everything.
Well, maybe you just need a little more practice.
It was my feelings for you. Even my father noticed. before even I was aware of it. He asked me if I was in love with you. I admitted it.
Look, just stick to the facts, all right? I've had enough stuff.
I don't expect you to believe me, but it's true. That's why I didn't run out when I had the chance.
You didn't run because I wouldn't let you run. Don't give me that stuff about love.
Luke, please, I swear.
Look, I don't want to hear it. Who killed Van Gelder?
I don't know.
I think you do.
Well, I don't have proof. If you ask me, it probably was Oliver.
You mean that jerk that tried to waste me at Harper's?
We've never used violence before. My father and Reginald forbade it.
I'm not impressed. Did they kill Al Barker, too?
I don't know. My father is not a violent man. If my family had anything to do with this, it was without my father's knowledge or consent.
You tell that to the families of Van Gelder and Al Barker, Holly.
I don't know what Oliver and Basil would do on their own.
Well, that's very convenient, isn't it? That keeps your hands clean. What about Dan? Did he know the Corsos were fake?
I suppose he did.
Uh-huh. Well, who do you think threw the knife that got him in the back before he could blow it for you?
I don't know, Luke. I'm not sure.
The hell you don't. It was Basil. That's why he was at the hospital trying to finish the job.
No. Maybe he was taking my father to see Dr. Dante. My father's been having these attacks because of an old head injury. But we were afraid that Dr. Dante would remember me because he had treated my father at Ascot, and I was there. My father was using his own name, Sutton.
So if Dante had put two and two together, the whole thing could have gone down the drain. Of course, that's why you had to rush the, trying to get the money into the corporate account. I think I got the whole slimy picture now.
Not all of it. Not the way I feel about you. If I could have stopped this operation...
Yeah, but you couldn't. You didn't. You went right along with it. You tried to con an entire town out of their life savings, and you tried to leave me to take the heat. Port Charles in ruins, one man in a coma in the hospital, 2 guys slaughtered because they were honest.
3.
But I missed 1.
Yes, you. If they find us again, they're gonna kill you, too.
New advanced formula Snowy. Each 40-ounce box contains 20 washes.
Okay, I'm all set.
Well, let's get going.
Well, would someone please tell me where these boys are?
It's a bar down at the waterfront called the Bucket of Blood.
Bucket of blood? It sounds terrible.
Well, it's worse than that. It's a very tough place. That's why I suggest the 2 of us go together, just in case.
Now, wait a minute. I'm going to go to...
Oh, no, you don't.
Steve!
Audrey, if things get ugly over there, you'll just be in the way. If they don't, we'll bring Tommy right home.
What happens if something happens to you two?
Audrey, we'll be fine.
Please don't worry, honey. We'll take good care of the boys.
I don't understand what Tommy would be doing in a place like that.
That's good. Nice place you got here, Blackie. Yeah, it's kind of nice. A little beer, a little popcorn. I knew you'd like it. But you know what we need?
Me? Blackie, you look grown up enough to be giving me a call.
Oh, why don't you forget, Cindy?
Listen, half price for beginners who are also old friends.
Hello.
Who's the gator?
What?
What's your name, Crappy?
Cindy, I think you better back off my friend here.
Hey, Blackie, give me a break. It's been a slow night.
Yeah, and it's not gonna get any faster around here.
Why don't you leave that to me?
Cindy, I said back off.
You know, if I was a secretary, you'd be all over me right now.
If you were a secretary, you wouldn't be hanging out in a place like this.
Oh, you'd be surprised. Oh, yeah? Yeah.
What do you do?
What'd you have in mind?
Cindy, come on now.
Okay. He's all yours.
Bye. Don't go. You want a beer?
Well, if that's all you're offering.
Sure, we're rich.
Okay, then I'll have 2.
Or have 3.
Okay.
So what's your name, Cindy?
We got a real live one here.
Yeah, we sure do. Hey, Cindy, why don't you go ahead and tell them what you do? Are you a student?
Sort of.
Yeah, me too.
I would never have guessed.
What do you take?
Anyone I can.
That's good.
Not tonight. At least not so far.
Oh, hey, don't let me stop you. Hey, go ahead. I'm getting a big kick out of this.
Okay.
Have a seat.
Well, okay, I'll take yours.
Sure are friendly.
Yeah, I've had lots of practice.
What are you doing all alone here? I mean, a good-looking girl like you could probably have all the dates she wants.
Well, what about you, Preppy? You want to do something with me?
You bet. And I know just the thing.
Oh, good. You had me worried for a minute.
So you'll do it?
I thought you'd never ask.
You're really fun.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
I don't think I can wait.
Well, hang on, sport. It's just upstairs.
No, it's not for 2 weeks.
What?
My fraternity's rush party. You'll be my day one.
You enjoying yourself?
Oh, yeah, I'm having a great time. Keep going. It's funny.
Are you kidding?
Oh, yeah, he's just joking. No, I'm not.
This just isn't my night.
Tommy, old boy, I think me and you're gonna have to sit down and have a long conversation. Okay, but I saw her first. I think I'm gonna be sick.
So they'll kill me too. Am I expected to believe you would care?
You must know I care. I love you. That's why I'm here.
How do I know it's not just another chapter in the plot?
I tried to leave. Father was willing. But Basil caught us. And he threatened my father. The family have enough evidence against my father to imprison him in England. That's the holds they have on him and me.
You're so inventive, English.
With my father's poor health, he would never leave jail alive, so we had to play along. But now things have changed.
Oh, yeah? What changed?
My nanny was right. My loyalty is no longer only to my father, it's to you first.
Why should I believe that?
I can't blame you if you don't, but it is true.
All the lies, the deception, the fraud. You used me and my friends. People that offered you nothing but kindness and friendship. And now you're telling me you're sorry. I'm sorry, baby. I don't buy it.
Don't say that. Please don't say that.
What proof do I have that what you say is true, baby?
I could have let Oliver kill you. I could have then written the check, taken the money, and gone to England with my family. But I didn't. I'm here with you now. And I'm not here because I'm your prisoner. I could have run away plenty of times. But I'm here because I want to be. Look. What do I have to do to make you forgive me? Because if you don't, I'll be lost. Nothing.
What happens when we go back?
I'll go back with you. I'll face them. I'll do anything to prove to you that I love you.
You'll go to prison.
Even that.
English. How can I believe you?
Look at me. You once asked me what was behind my eyes. I love you. Look at me, can't you see? I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I got mine cleaned up. How about you?
I got mine cleaned up.
Bet you yours wasn't as much trouble as mine.
Well, your baby was bigger than my baby.
How is Jason?
He's fine. He is clean, he's sound asleep, he's been fed, and he has no temperature.
Wonderful. You know you should have been a doctor.
And you should have only one family at a time.
Please don't remind me of that. I've learned my lesson. You want a drink?
Well, I think we deserve one.
So dost I.
Certainly won't be hard finding any liquor.
It certainly won't be. You got to be one of the best stocked bars in the world.
Oh, goody, there's some left.
Not much, but enough for us.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Job's well done.
You bet.
Nice. Do you know that I could quite happily just curl up and go sound asleep right here?
So could I. Well, we got a lot done.
There is an awful lot more to do.
Gosh, I hate to think of Jason living in this squalor.
Tell me, was Susan as bad a mistress as she is a mother?
That's history.
No, she couldn't be, otherwise we wouldn't be here. Hard night, Heather.
Hi, Ed.
What is going on?
Don't make any noise. You're going to wake up the baby.
What's she doing here?
She is helping her husband out.
Helping him do what?
Trying to bring some semblance of order back into this madhouse.
I don't believe this.
Well, that's good, because everything is under control. The baby is sound asleep, Susan's comatose, and we would very much like to be alone, Heather.
But...
Listen, it's all right. You needn't wait up for us. Good night.
Keep doing it.
Hi, Blackie. How's it going?
Oh, hey, Doc. Yeah, I didn't know you and Dr. Hardy were coming. I would have invited you with us to have a beer.
You all right?
I'm great. That's Cindy.
Who are you?
Well, that depends. You two cops?
Does it make a difference if we're cops or not?
You never know. Girl can't be too careful around here. We get all kinds.
For your edification, we're doctors.
Well, things are starting to look up.
Yeah, come on, have a few beers on us. Me and Tommy are buying, right, Tommy, old boy? Sure, sit down.
You're coming home with us, young man. Your mother's very worried.
Oh, I'm just getting warmed up.
I don't want to hear about it. Let's go.
3, 4, 5.
Yeah, well,
dozen.
it's
What about you, Doc? Does your mother know where you are today?
I sure hope she doesn't.
Well, do you dance?
Well, not the way you do. No.
I could teach you.
Not tonight, okay? Good.
Go ahead, Rick. She showed me some incredible
But
steps.
you just keep those steps to yourself. Huh?
How about you, Doc? You know, I got this terrible heart murmur. Want to check it out?
Drop by my office in the morning.
What is with you guys anyway? Am I being too subtle?
Oh, no. We get the picture.
Come on, Dad. Sit down and have a beer.
Well, perhaps I'd better call your mother first. Could we stay for a beer, do you think, Rick?
Steve, I'm surprised, but if you want to stay for a beer, we'll stay for a beer.
We got ourselves a party!
Listen, maybe I will hit that frat party with you after all. The way things are going around here, it might be the only action I get.
Say something, please. Yell at me, hit me, but don't just stand there. Hating me and judging me. I can't take it.
You can't take it. Do you know what it's like to trust somebody and be ripped off? Do you know what it's like to need somebody and have them kick you in the teeth? To love somebody. I mean, really love somebody. And have them try to ruin your life. I'm sorry, baby. Right now, the only thing I'm thinking about is how the hell can I love you and hate you at the same time?
Don't hate me, Luke. Love me, help me.
Look, I can't help you, baby. You're gonna have to help yourself.
Well, tell Tell me, what can I do?
What do you think you should do?
Anything to make amends.
Listen, Robert, Robert's gonna meet me tomorrow at the amphitheater. That's the call I made.
What happens then?
I'm going back to Port Charles and I'm gonna turn myself in.
I'll be right there alongside you.
You sure you want to do that? What about your father?
I made my choice. I love you. But Luke, if I could call him and somehow warn him, he might be able to escape. He couldn't survive in jail.
Well, I'm sorry I used my last dime when I called Robert. When we see him, when Robert comes tomorrow, you can make your call.
Thank you.
I'm crazy. I gotta be crazy. Gotta be crazy.
Luke, I swear, I'll do whatever it takes to earn your trust and your love.
You got my love. Trust.
Please forgive me.
It's difficult.
Just this night. Forgive me. This might be our last night for a long time. Let's pretend we're up in the mountain. That was the first night.
I wish to God it was.
You tell me the parts of our hearts torn away. Just existing makes dying look easy, but maybe.
Oh, Frank, he looks just like you. Same on.
Join me weeknights after News 7 at 11 for Nightline and the last word in television news. At 11, Renee Poussant, David Shoemaker, and the entire News 7 night team will fill you in with the latest news about the Washington area. Then at 11:30 on Nightline, you'll get an in-depth look at the major news story of the day from the people.